Paul and Barnabas in one accord praying, was it the answer to one of their prayers that Timothy joined them on their second missionary journey? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to assume yes, it was. Let's move to chapter 16. Chapter 16, Paul and Silas in Philippi. Paul and Silas. Some excellent spiritual warfare lessons in this chapter. Chapter 16, Paul and Silas in Philippi. They present the gospel to Lydia, a woman of prominence. The first time there, they go to the river where prayers are generally offered. Lydia's there. They share the gospel she believes and is baptized. Within a few days later, as Paul and Silas are making their way through Philippi, there's a slave girl who operates because and tells fortunes because of a familiar spirit that she has that is inside of her. That is not unusual for fortune tellers. Okay, if you know someone or you've done that in the past, please don't do with that. It's demonic, and it's a spirit that Paul cast out of this young woman. Okay, so it's not that they know everything about you if you have your fortune told. It's that they are prompted by an evil spirit. So Paul casts that spirit out of the slave woman, and the income drops to zero, and Paul and Silas are in trouble because her masters, they like to hear the jingle in the pocket, and that's not there anymore. So for Paul and Silas's trouble, they're beaten and thrown into prison. I want you to draw your attention to verse 25 through 34. 25 through 34. That's where this is going to take place. So they're thrown into the inner prison. The inner prison here, and most Roman prisons and jails were basically the same, but the inner prison meant that there was one door, no windows, one door, and when they shut that door, there was no light, none. And so you can imagine that's probably not, it's not like nowadays. You know, clean rooms, color TV, air conditioning. No, it wasn't. There was a stench that you probably had for days or weeks in your nostrils from that. No light. The air was, I'm not even sure you could breathe that stuff. You could probably eat it, but you couldn't breathe it. So that's the situation. They had been beaten in stocks, and this was at midnight. In verse 25 through 34, it says, a portion of that says, at midnight, Paul and Silas, now there's your one accord, okay? They were focused on the same thing. There's no indication that they were moaning and groaning about their, Lord, these guys are being mean to me. There's none of that. It says that they were in one accord, Paul and Silas, one accord, prayers being offered, and then hymns sung to God. What were they doing? They were magnifying the living God above their situation. They could have been moaning and groaning. I'm not going to take, no hands please, but I'd be right up there. Do you see what's going on here? I mean, these guys are mean, and but not them. They were singing. And this is one of the most powerful spiritual weapons that a Christian has. When you could be complaining, it's called the sacrifice of praise. When you could be complaining, but you are praising God and thanking Him, not that you're in trouble, but that He is God, and He's in control of everything, and you know that He loves you beyond what you know or understand. And you're talking like that and singing praises to God, guess what? You're going to be first in line